I've got something really special for you today. Today, me and my wife, Dr. Angie Franklin, are officially launching Christian Leader Community Coaching, and I'm so excited about it. I think you're going to love it. And in today's show, I'm going to jump into the details and share with you what it's all about. Hi there. Welcome back to the Christian Leader Made Simple podcast. I'm your host, Ryan Franklin, and this is a show where we help you learn and master the skills you need to grow your leadership effectiveness and enjoyment. And if you don't want to miss an episode, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell on YouTube or the subscribe button on your favorite podcast platform to get notified as soon as I post a new session. And before we get started, I do want to mention that I have a great product called the Christian Leader Blueprint. It's a solid model for leadership development to help you establish a better rhythm of life, to see yourself more clearly, to leverage your strengths, and to build more productive relationships. And I have that in two formats now. I have a free short guide that I want to give you as my gift to you. You can go to ryanfranklin.org and you can download that for free today. And I have a brand new book, The Christian Leader Blueprint. And you can find that on Amazon or wherever you buy books. I'll put a link in the show notes just for you. So don't delay. If you want to maximize your growth and effectiveness as a leader, then hit the pause button on this podcast and go to ryanfranklin.org to get the Christian Leader Blueprint short guide for free. And while you're there, you can go ahead and order your book as well. And so without any further delay, let's get to our session. Before I share this pretty awesome community with you, let's first talk about the frustration that this community will eliminate. Let's talk about the frustration that can sort of creep into your life and your leadership when you lack a clear plan for growth and the support to make it happen. It's like trying to navigate a ship without a map and a compass. You might end up going in circles. You may feel lost at times. You may face constant and unnecessary challenges and struggles. You could be expending energy in ways that it's not helpful to pursuing your God-given vision and goals. And the truth is that many Christian leaders find themselves in this exact situation. They want to grow both personally and within their teams and their organizations, but the overwhelming nature sort of wrapping their hands and their minds around that task, it's overwhelming, and it often stalls them and holds them back. But here's where the Christian Leader Community Coaching Program comes in as, I'm going to call it a ray of hope. It's not just another program. It's a lifeline for leaders like you who are looking for a structured path for growth and the unwavering support to make it happen. And the overall mission of Christian Leader Made Simple is to help pastors and Christian leaders become sure-footed, intentional, and strategic. And let me explain that a little bit. Let me break it down. Sure-footed represents stability. Intentional is vision. And it's an intentional result. And then strategy is just a plan of action that's designed to achieve that particular vision. And ultimately, a person who is sure-footed, intentional, and strategic with personal growth, ultimately, that person will become much more effective and even actually enjoy leadership, the leadership role that they serve in. And so through this community, we help you gain stability to create a vision and follow a plan of action to grow your personal leadership effectiveness and enjoyment, and also your team's leadership effectiveness and enjoyment. And it's designed for you personally, and it's designed to function well with your entire leadership team. And in a nutshell, it's all about personal and team leadership growth, and we've removed the complexity of trying to figure that out on your own. I know how complex that can be. Our community includes 16 professionally crafted courses based on the 16 topics of the Christian Leader Blueprint model. Each course is equipped with comprehensive application guides. Within that, there's key takeaways and personal reflection exercises, and even ideas for engaging in group discussions that you may have with your team around these topics. And it can also be used in cohorts, and maybe in your staff meetings, or even just online within the community. But that's not all. We've also included a thorough self-assessment to pinpoint your unique growth needs. So this is not a haphazard, one-size-fits-all type of growth. This is an individualized, focused growth that will absolutely move the needle in your life. Plus, our community forums, our cohorts that will be coming soon, our regular community coaching sessions provide the essential support and encouragement that you need for your journey. This is not just a course. You're not just purchasing a course. You're also engaging in support and encouragement that every one of us need for our journeys. And if you're a pastor or you're a business leader overseeing the growth of a team, I think you'll appreciate this option of having a private group within the community that's exclusive to your team members. Nobody else in the community can see it, only the people that you choose to put in it. And the community is hosted on one of the best community platforms that's available. I've tried a few of them, and this is the best one that I know of. And there's an app for your phone, so you get push notifications and things of that nature. There's apps for your desktop on Windows or Macs or whatever you use. There's multiple ways that you can engage in this community. And so for the rest of our time together, I want to go over a few of the features and even give you sort of a sneak peek of the actual platform that the community is hosted on. And if you happen to be listening on podcast, I'd encourage you to jump on YouTube. There'll be a link in the show notes, or you can just search for the Christian Leader Made Simple podcast on YouTube. And I encourage you to go and watch this, at least this portion of the podcast, so that you can kind of see the platform that this will be hosted on. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start off by showing you the courses that are available on the platform that houses our community. There is 16 courses. The titles of them are all in correlation with the Christian Leader Blueprint, the 16 major topics of the Christian Leader Blueprint. They are all here, and let me just show you one of them, the Healthy Life Balance one. You can view that. There is 7 sessions within this course. Just to give you an example here, there is professionally recorded videos along with, I didn't realize just how important it was for me to along with full application guides. You can download the Word document, the PDF, or you can just read it straight from this screen. And within the application guide, there's key takeaways. So let's say you just wanted the bullet points of the video. You can read these key takeaways right here, study those. And then there's a section on personal reflection. So it gives you very specific questions to ask yourself when you're in your devotion time, or when you're ready to journal. You can journal these things and like dive into the topic of that's being discussed in the video really deeply. And then you can take it to a group level, and there's already custom group discussion ideas. You can grab 3 or 4 of these and bring it to your staff meeting or wherever you may find yourself in a group situation. Maybe it's a cohort within the community. You can bring these questions and just unpack this video in much greater detail. And then as you're watching the going through the courses, there's a course conversation tab. You can hit this and it'll take you straight to the conversations that would be surrounding these type of healthy life balance. So essentially we've got our live community coaching, but you can also do it community coaching topics and ask questions and unpack things by forums as well through these course conversations. So that's just a quick example of the courses. Again, there's a ton of them here, more than you can handle, and even probably in even 1 year. There's just an enormous amount of material here. Also, the community. I'll show you the community hub. I'm not going to get into where the individuals are, because I don't want to, just for sake of confidentiality, but I will show you there are conversations, coaching questions. There's a growth journal here that we work in as a community, of course, announcements and introductions and things of that nature. But here's your team cohorts. This is an administrative view, but not everybody would be able to see this. But for instance, POA Church has a cohort here. So anybody from POA that would join the community would also join this cohort, and we can have conversations in there private to just POA just POA members of the community, and make assignments based on what we wanted to do with our team, courses and things of that nature. You could have your own cohort based on your team, maybe your church or your business, or you could have a cohort of members within the community. So say you have 3 or 4 or 5 friends within the community that you want to create a cohort in. It just that's available to you, and in my opinion, a really neat thing. And then you have the self-assessment. Now, this is available to anybody on my website, but there's a link here, and it's a big part of the community. You hit that link, it's going to take you here, and you actually fill out this information. I'll shoot you an email, and you can complete this Christian Leader self-assessment, and it'll tell you the things, it'll rate you on the 16 topics and help you determine which of the topics are important for you to dive into first. It gives you your growth opportunities, which I think is really key in order to be able to dive into the right topics for you that's going to be customized to you. And then there's weekly live community coaching, and there's not anything to show you on the platform, but I'm a trained executive coach, and I will work hard to help guide you through your unique challenges with live community coaching sessions on Zoom. So just imagine yourself on the hot seat doing a deep dive into the dynamics that may be holding you back from growth. Or if you don't like the hot seat, you don't have to participate in that. You can sit back and you can learn from other people being in the hot seat, and learn from the transformative experiences of your fellow comrades that may be in the community. And it's a journey of growth in an environment that is full of acceptance, without judgment, where we support and we uplift one another. It's where we grow together. And let me also talk about the power of cohorts and teams. The potential of these cohorts and teams here is enormous. It's amazing. It creates an environment that helps an individual feel a sense of accountability and support in their growth. They're not just doing this solo. They have a team or a cohort that's going to help them through and keep them accountable, and in a good way. And so whether you choose to form a cohort with other like-minded individuals within our community, or you leverage your existing team, our platform provides the perfect environment for cohort-based learning. And this will just unlock new levels of growth and new levels of achievement for you and your team. So quickly, I'll show you the page that gives you all of this information. It's at ryanfranklin.org. You just click on this tab up here. It'll bring you to this page, Personal Leadership Growth Without the Overwhelm. I'm not going to go through every bit of this with you, but you can go through and read it. There's a nice video there you can watch, and it'll show you, just kind of talk about the community a little bit. Good stuff to read. It'll help you understand this a little more. And then here is the features. So this is kind of what I just went over, but maybe a tad bit more detail or different details that would be important. So I'm going to bounce down to the cost right here. This may look a little bit different when you come and look at this. I'm recording this ahead of time of the launch date, but the cost is going to be $45. I think it's a steal of a deal, especially compared to the prices of one-to-one executive coaching. Also, the prices of the courses. If you want to buy the courses individually, they're here. You can buy them in bundles. As you can tell, they're expensive because I invested a lot of money in professionally recording these courses and time, effort, including the application guides that are so in depth that took a ton of time, and so I have them priced here where you can buy them and have a lifetime access to those courses. But to me, this is where the value is. You pay monthly or quarterly or annually, get a little discount for paying in advance if you pay quarterly or annually. But $45 is a steal of a deal to have all access to every one of the courses, all of the application guides, but you also have that community. And that is the real value in this whole thing, is the community aspect with the forums, the cohorts, the community coaching. And so today, I'm super excited that I can officially tell you that you can say goodbye to the frustration of leadership development, and you can say hello to a clear path for growth that is full of support and encouragement and the things that you need to grow effectively. And if you will join today, for the first 50 members who join, I'm offering 40% off of the normal monthly subscription. And that's for you and whoever else that you would like to include in that, up to the first 50 members. So I encourage you, don't delay. Join the Christian Leader Community Coaching Program today, and let's chart a course towards success together.